right? So, and then we know this right here. If a woman's in a relationship and she goes and have sex with a man, another man, how? There's no way she could love her man. You're giving up your whole body. There's no way you love your man if you go fuck somebody else.
You don't feel like that?
I mean, okay,
There's
I've never
no
done
way.
it.
That's just the
I've
difference
never
right
done
there.
it,
There's
but
no way.
I get the
honestly,
difference, though.
I will
So,
say something.
Before you say
though.
something, do you get the difference though?
I
What we're
do.
trying to
I
explain.
do get
I've
the
heard the
difference, but
difference
let
on
me tell you
multiple
this:
occasions.
sometimes
Do I
women
agree
are
with it? No.
so loyal to their man that they get like the lies and all of that get to your head, right?
None of that
Hold
matters.
on, listen. They get to your head, and you fall out of love sometimes. Like somebody that you
None of that
are
matters.
supposed to be my writer, and you betrayed me. You turned
None of
around
that
and betrayed
matters.
me.
That sounds cholo
And
as fuck.
sometimes, no, it's facts. You betrayed
My
me, so
writer,
let me
who?
make you feel how you made me feel.
And
A lot of girls think
Uh-huh.
like that, and that's where they start. And they'll still be hurting while they go and cheat on y'all, literally.
And
In pain.
okay, now
But
let's
it's
say
the
this.
fact that
Thinking like a man.
Let's say this, and I hope everybody has to really hear this. Women can argue this. Let's be equal. They can argue, hey, why does it hurt you? And they know it's different. It's just stupid to even talk about. But women can argue, why you do this? Why do you care? The thing is this right here. If you guys would like to continue this behavior and this dumbass thought process, you will remain single forever. That's what it comes down to. So women can say whatever. Go fuck somebody when your man cheats on you. He will never be with you, and the other guys.
Again, and they will
But
never
no,
look
no,
at
hear
him,
me.
yeah.
And then other guys will look at you and be like, "Bro, she's willing to fuck somebody else." If I hear a woman saying, "What's the
Oh,
difference?
yeah.
What's the difference?" I never want to talk to you.
No,
I
that
would
makes sense.
I would
Play my
never
video
take
game,
you
homie.
serious.
It does. It does. It just because men can cheat and do whatever, but then when it comes to a woman doing that, it just your
'Cause you
value
just heard
goes
the
down.
difference,
Yeah.
though.
Period.
Well,
But
and
you
I
heard the
understand
difference,
that.
though, right?
No, I understand that, but in my head, I understand both sides. It's just like in my head, it's like okay, there's billions of people on this earth that have different traditions, different values, different, like they have just different expectations. Why is it that you have to get with somebody that wants something different? That's the problem, because you could be with somebody that will meet, like they'll be fine
And
with
that's
you
what
go do
it'll
that, and they'll
explain
still
to
be
you.
loyal to you.
But that's
Yeah.
also
It's hard to
something-
find. It is hard to find, how you said. If you mention that, you bring that up, they're gonna. Some of them are gonna run away from you because that's not what they want. But there is gonna be girls that are gonna be like, okay, I'm down for that. So it's like to me, that's the main problem.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, why
saying that,
waste?
but what
Why waste time?
you're saying that, but all the guys that you guys are talking about, the guys who are going to be loyal, the only men who don't cheat are men who can't cheat.
I feel
You're
like
fat, you
personally,
stink, you
I've
can't
met
do nothing.
guys. I've met guys. No, I've met guys who literally live their
Hey
their
man,
first
fat.
years
Hey, dad balls are
just
in the style,
literally-
homie. Don't
Hold
trip.
on.
I've met guys who literally just live life. They go and they fuck. They do whatever they want, and then
Great.
until they're 30, 35, then they're like, you know what? I'm actually trying to settle down. They find somebody with their standards, and then they literally settle down and give them that loyalty because they already did whatever they wanted to do. Now they value things. Now it's like a lot of us, we literally just, that's what I'm telling you, we don't know about values and principles and communication, because a lot of us will meet somebody and we don't even date them. We literally start having relationships with people we don't even know.
Yeah.
It's a whole stranger.
Yeah.
And we lie to get them because you like what you see. It's someone that is easy to get, or whatever at the time. And then that's where all the problems start arising. That's what I feel our issues is.
Okay, so for me personally, I've always been a truth teller. I've been a truth cheater. I've been all that. So for me,
I got in a
But you
relationship
can't be
saying
a
I'm a
truth
hoe.
cheater if you're being truthful. How are you a truth cheater?
a truth cheater is this right here. Let's say you're my girl. I'm like, hey, you like, did you mess with Alexis? Yeah, I messed with her. So what? What does that mean?
Okay, but at the beginning, when we first started talking, did you tell me that that's what you were on?
I don't have to tell you because
Then
you're.
that's where
No,
you're.
listen. No,
okay,
you
hold
see,
on.
you
Go ahead.
listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't have to tell you because you see me fuck her and her. And
Ah,
then
okay.
you know, and
I
then
didn't- okay.
and then and then you
Examples.
knew everybody that I was fucking, because most of the time we're saying a guy like me, which would be let's say a high valued guy, which would be a guy that all girls want, right, or most women would like, right. Most of the time we know that they're messing with a lot of guys, and that's what makes women like another man. So if we said, hey, all the people you mess with sexually have to line up in front of you, right? Now let's say you
I
mess
think
with
it
one
looks
person and there's only one person in front of you. Guys be like, oh, she's cool. Let's say there's nobody there. You would look like a diamond in the rough, right? You look
Yeah.
like a diamond. Now let's say there's 25 guys standing in front of you. Most guys wouldn't even come around there because they're like, I
They
don't
work
wanna
at
go,
Burger King.
I don't want to go through all these niggas.
Yeah.
Now let's flip it. You see a guy in the corner, he's by himself. You're like, damn, he messed with nobody. What's wrong with him?
I've
right?
met people who
No.
are celibate.
No, I
and
hear
they
you.
have a
No,
lot.
I'm saying never. I'm saying a guy who's a virgin.
Yeah,
But
celibate.
it just
I
comes
hear
down
you.
to.
But celibate
Oh
means
yeah, it's
you
when
had
they
sex.
stop. No, yeah, I've met people who are virgins though.
Okay, so now you meet a virgin, right?
hmm
There's no value in a man virgin. What value is there?
I swear on everything. Ever since I started like getting closer to people who are God driven,
Yeah.
I've met guys who are like, they won't even look at women like they
Okay,
have.
why
They're
aren't you
very
with 'em?
high quality. Men
Okay, that's cool. Why aren't you with him?
because I need to get I need to work on myself more.
Okay, and
You
then
feel
you're
me?
gonna,
Like
and then you're
I've
gonna be
already
with him?
seen my. No, I'm gonna.
So you're
end
gonna
up
take
with-
those 35 years and then be like, oh, I'm gonna settle down
No.
and figure it
No,
out.
like
that's
me,
what it
but
takes.
to me, it's different because I'm like, right now, I just need to work on myself because I've been meeting the same people in different bodies, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to hold myself accountable and be like, I've been allowing all of this to happen. Why do I keep attracting the same type of people?
Yep,
You know,
I've
so
been-
let me
that's
hold
my
myself.
life.
I'm not blaming nobody else. You know, I'm holding myself accountable and learning from what I learned with them. So now, like eventually, my standards are higher. The way I treat myself is different. The way I dress is different. The places I go to, all of that. So I'm meeting people who have higher standards and that can meet those standards with me. So
Okay.
then
All right,
you
last
feel me?
question.
Hold
Last
on.
question.
First,
Go
first,
ahead.
first of all, okay, so I'm just gonna put it half and half right here in two different questions. Would you rather date a dude that works at Burger King and doesn't have, say, he has all the respect, all that,
Loyal.
and
Yeah.
he just doesn't have anything going for him, right?
Yeah.
But he's the honest man. He's the hardworking man.
Hardworking
He's
man,
been
okay.
there for 20, say whatever, whatever.
Only
Yeah.
will mess with
Yeah,
you.
only will mess with you. And then you got the others. You say you give yourself high value.
Yes.
And this is where I kind of get confused.
I would rather
You
be
know?
a Burger King guy.
Okay,
See-
that's all I
see-
want to know.
I'm
That's
gonna be honest from my
hey.
experiences though.
Okay,
See, they
that's-
I
say
didn't
that-
think
they
like that
say
back
that,
then.
but yeah.
They
I
say
didn't
that,
think
but
like
once
that
they
back
get
then,
that,
That's
it's different.
exactly where I'm
No,
confused
because-
a little bit.
Okay, but look, I can understand that because that's how I used to think. And now once I started seeing what I was dealing with when I was dealing with the high valued men, now I know that I can't it's not about that. You know what I mean? Even if you read the Bible, it tells you can have all the money in the world, but that's not what really is gonna bring you riches.
Facts.
and-
Now, did
and
you
heaven.
also know? Did you also know in the Bible there's
Yeah.
numerous different men
that
who
were
have-
married had a lot of wives?
Yeah, so
that was
so
different times.
no. So we can say it's different times. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is the Bible is the word of God, correct?
Yes, of course.
So we have to understand
Mhm.
that polygamy, what they call it now, was obviously okay to him if it's throughout the Bible, and if he's saying go marry this woman, he's
Yeah.
your
Yes.
wife. You just take
Yes.
care of your wife,
That's
right?
facts. I know.
That's a fact. So what happens, just like when we became naked and we ate the fruit,
Mhm.
we know we are naked.
Yeah.
So the thing is that women's eyes have been exposed. Just like most women don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. Why? Because it doesn't sound cool. It's like, oh, girl, when they were stay-at-home moms, you know what they were told? Hey, you can be whatever you want to be, girl. You don't have to give up your dreams. Why would you not want to do the thing that you're brought on earth for, which is to raise your
But
kid
you know
and to
why?
nurture?
Because the society and the way everything that's been going in front of us is to literally tear us apart. Like we literally are worried about the wrong things. We're going in the wrong direction. Whether it's money, like people think like the way you dress, the things you have, like that, and you can't bring that when you die. If you guys tell me you guys believe in God, that's not gonna give you nothing.
don't
Like
mean
we're
nothing.
sitting here working and grinding and like literally stressing, killing your days, wasting your days on the wrong things. You feel me? So it's like I feel like when it comes to, I feel like a lot of problems would
Are you
leave
charging it?
if we would sit here and like read the word.
Sorry, you were being rude earlier, so I didn't feel like doing it.
I know, but you.
And that's on low. Thing.
I
And
feel
at
like we
this
all
point-
have to have a relationship with God
Yeah, that's what.
and
it is.
read the
crazy.
word.
Mhm. That's a fact.
Personally,
I-
everybody.
I just seen it differently coming from a lot of females I've been around. In
It's
my
a
life.
lie. There's some that's a lie.
Exactly. So it kind of like
But
manipulated me into
Alexis.
thinking like
What's
you
up?
really fuck with me because I work at Burger King and I actually am an honest man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I
But-
think that maybe it comes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, okay, I've had situations like that too. Because I can tell you, I've dated people who you could say worked at Burger King, right? But then I
But you
also
have standards
realized.
now.
But
I
no,
know
no,
you
no,
gotta
no, it's not that. It's just the fact that there's a little bit of everything everywhere. You can have people who have money I've met people who have money and are only with one person and they won't even look at other women or who don't
Yeah,
even
you're
care
saying
about
that-
or they don't care
You're
about
saying that,
money.
but that's
Don't
what you
care
know.
about-
You got to understand the way a man thinks. Now, Lexus, before you leave, I know you got to leave, Lex. Last question. What makes a man high value to you? And give her the mic because she got to leave.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really thought about that.
So you see, so it would be hard for you to be with any man because let's say you do have a high value man, you don't even know what it is because you haven't even thought about it. You don't have the answer.
Or experienced it.
Yeah,
So
so
that
you're
means-
And I
throwing
haven't,
yourself.
and that is like
Mhm.
I haven't really experienced a high value man, so I don't know.
But you don't know what one is, so how
Yeah.
do you
Okay,
know
good.
if you have
All right, I
it
know
or
you
not?
got to go though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
all right. Thank
We'll
you.
do 5 more.
Alright,
We'll
take
do
care.
5 more minutes and then we're good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for coming.
Bye, girl.
Adios.
Drive safe.
All right, now, so
You're gonna ask me the same question?
Are you going to?
yeah, what's a high value? What's I mean, you kind of
Well, you kinda explained
named
it already.
So you already explained it thoroughly. So this is my thing. This has been all the way real. So I remember I talked to you one time and you were like, "Oh yeah, you know, I don't think my dad's ever cheated or whatever, you know, whatever you said,
Yeah,
or
I did-
grandpa,
I did say
whoever it is."
Both, yeah.
And so for me, it's just like when I'm thinking, you have to, like for me, I'm good because I could be an honest man and I can tell you how men are gonna think.
Yeah.
And then for me, you got to think I'm a man who women flock to. Like
Mhm.
it's happened my whole life.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be that strong about the sexual sensation.
Yeah.
Just like like I always say, the fat stinky guy with no confidence.
Yeah.
Now if he see a woman, he's gonna get hard immediately.
Mhm.
Like me, I can see. No, for real, I can.
I got
see
you,
it.
bro.
I've been with gorgeous women who are butt
Same
naked,
here,
and
brother.
I'm just soft because it means nothing to me.
Same here.
You know what I mean?
Looks mean nothing to you.
I mean, but even the situation, it means nothing to me. Like it's not. Something has to jump up at me. So just point being, it's like you can do that, and you can expect that, but a man is gonna have the mind frame of I have to get rid of my sexual appetite. So his sexual appetite, it has to be met, and everybody's is a little different.
That's what I'm saying, but everybody's different, though.
But you have to understand, a man can have the most gorgeous woman in the world, and we're gonna be extreme, and he can go mess with a crackhead.
But it's not about
Mhm.
her being gorgeous, so it's about the relationship, the
That's just-
communication.
No, it
That's
can't.
just-
But
it can't.
no, listen. But hear me.
Mhm.
You have to really hear me. So we can say the communication. We can say all these things, but he can do every single thing, and he will still have that because we have to understand what we are naturally. Like I remember me and my girl fight about, say, the kids, right?
Mhm.
My son falls down, she wants to pick him up.
Mhm.
I should not. It's silly of me to get mad about that because naturally she's a nurturer. So
Yeah.
what a nurturer is, they show love and they nurture, they
Mhm.
take care of right
You
away,
okay?
right?
You okay?
Now for me, she gets mad and I'm like, "What's up?" Or hey,
Oh,
or
you
I-
seen him
or I-
fall? Pick him
or,
up.
Or I say something tough, she gets mad. But my job is to protect and provide,
Yeah.
and I'm building my kids to be prepared for the world. I'm not.
So you don't want to
I'm-
baby them, and
I'm
yeah.
not, or not even.
But that's
I'm-
just not even in our
I'm-
it's just not even in our agenda.
I'm not
It's
here
like,
to sit here and really I'm not sitting here to really love my kids and show them how soft I can be and my emotions. We don't do that. That's not what men do.
You don't think there should be a balance with that,
No,
though?
we can't. We can set
Women
balance,
got that
but if we keep going back into time,
Mhm.
those fathers would sit here, pay the bills, come home, eat. You might see your dad.
Look,
You
like-
never will hear your dad
See, but
say, "I
look,
love you."
This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is why I disagree, though, because it's
we're
so
up in a different
rare.
generation.
Mhm.
But let me tell you, like, and it comes, like I said, from my grandpa to my dad, right? My
Mhm.
grandpa, he literally had 6 kids.
Mhm.
He had his wife. He was wealthy. You know, he had a good job.
Mhm.
He ended up getting sick, and his wife, my grandma, ended up leaving him because he got sick. Right? He left him with all the kids. The smallest one was like 6 months. Right? He literally asked her to help him out with the youngest 2, like the 6-month-old and the 3-year-old. She didn't
Mhm.
want to. She left with somebody else, with
Mhm.
another man. You know, another man, and then he literally sat there. He still worked. He started from the bottom. He still sat and taught all his daughters how to cook, how to clean. He was
No,
still
and
nurturing.
that's
Hold on,
great.
still loving,
Uh-huh.
still everything. Still did whatever he had to do as a man, but he still gave everything in like that a woman can do. Like I feel like it just really
No,
comes
of
down
course,
to who
of
you
course. No,
are.
you're. I'm not saying that a man. That's a certain circumstance where there is no mother, right?
Yeah.
So he has to step up.
So he has
If
to
I
step
take
up,
custody
yeah.
of my kids, I'm gonna have to do that. But
Feed
the
'em in
thing
the morning,
is,
don't
like
change
even
them.
when we go to statistics,
Mhm. But wouldn't you
over
want-
over 80% of the men who are in prison come from either single house
Yes.
homes from
Broken
moms.
homes, yeah, broken homes. So either
Right?
way, yeah.
But when they're with, but the people who don't go to prison, they're raised by either both parents or a single father.
Yeah.
And why? Because
Or
the
single
father.
mother.
Or
No,
single-
no,
Or
no,
grandma- actually,
no,
grandma-
no,
Actually,
no. Listen,
statistically
no,
is that.
no,
I see
no.
what
I'm a
you're
grandmother.
No, it's no. Listen,
Yeah.
it's not that.
Oh,
The,
I'll get
the
okay, I get
single
what you're saying.
mother
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
is raising the worst kids.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Far as behavior, a man is the same as a woman
I
and
get
a
what you're
man.
saying though.
That's because a man is going to raise you to be in the world. Because
Yeah.
we can't make
I'm not,
when we
no.
make mistakes, we go to prison or we
Yeah.
kill somebody.
Yeah.
You guys can make mistakes and it's fine. You get pregnant, you can have abortion. Right?
It depends. That's what. That's
No,
when a lot
hear
of
me.
things come in culture.
No, but
though,
listen,
like,
you're saying that if a woman gets pregnant, she has the choice to have
Oh,
an
she has a
abortion
choice, yeah.
and to keep it.
she has a choice.
There's no, you can't say, oh my, no, you have the choice.
Yeah.
A man doesn't have that choice if he gets his girl pregnant. He has zero choice.
But he did
But
have the choice to
No,
lay
no,
down
not-
and.
No, we can say
Yeah.
that, but just like she had the choice to lay down. But you're saying he had the chance to lay down. He should have used a condom, but she allowed him to not use a condom, and he didn't use a condom. Now,
And he knew he didn't have the choice to abort it. So why are you?
no, but he should have the choice because if we're no, and the reason why I'm saying that is
See,
because
no.
this comes back. This is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying that, it comes back to the point of we're calling it fairness. So when you guys start talking about fairness, if we're going,
Okay, well,
We're
in
gonna
that-
elaborate
in
about
that-
the
no,
fairness
I get
about
that.
how
If we're
we
gonna have
want
a
to choose
kid,
our stuff
if
too.
we're going to have a kid, the fairness is both parents should be a part of this life. But so many women are willing to say, you know what? I'll raise a kid on my own,
Fuck the
and
daddy.
and when I raise a kid on my own, the chances of this kid going to prison is over 80%. And I know the dad's not going to be here, and I'm still willing to ruin this kid's life because we know without the father, their life is completely ruined.
That's facts.
Well, can I say
That's-
something? Can I say
that's
something
just
about
final
that?
right there,
'Cause
though.
even
You
with
can't
my
say
dad, my dad, he literally grew. Like this is what I'm saying. I literally understand 100% where you're coming from when I started living here, right? Because I see like the type of problems we have here. But then also when I lived in Mexico and where I come from, like my dad, he grew up in a trap house. Like they did not want him. He went through the worst, and he's an amazing man now. And he had me. So how am I to say? Like who am I to say that? You know, you never know. Like a lot of things
But he's
come
a
in the
man.
factor.
No, no, I'm not saying no one can be successful. What I'm saying is, when we're making these points, we can't look at the successful people. We have to. We're talking, and we're
But
talking
he
about.
wasn't. I'm gonna tell you this. My dad wasn't successful. He
Is he
wasn't.
successful?
No, he wasn't successful until he had people that loved him around him. My mom, you know, if my mom wouldn't have been there, if I wouldn't have been there for him, he wouldn't have came out how he came out now, which he is a successful.
But
man
how would
now.
you say that if you're a kid?
Because
Yeah,
even you can be a kid.
lost on that.
You can be a kid, like for example with me, like I was young, but I grew up around a lot of things, so I was there for my dad before he could be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I wasn't, I was so mature at a young age because of the things I was surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I was there
So
for
you had
him.
your support around you?
Huh?
Did you have support around you?
I had, like I
She
told you
said
guys, I
she
seen
was
what
the
I
support,
seen. I
bro.
seen what my grandpa went through, and then he passed that on to me. So to where I turned around and I gave that to my dad, right? And then my mom gave that to my dad, and then now it's like now I'm spreading it to other people because people don't know what it's like to go through
Facts.
those. Like there's things in life where like it will literally show you, like you know, just being there and being respectful, being loving, choosing what I'm telling you, God's word. If you really look into it, what it means to being in love with somebody and really respecting them. Like I know how you say like people had a lot of lives back then, but it also God also wanted us to, you know, to expand. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that was different circumstances.
And to me, I'm listening to you about this, it looks like you have a lot of respect for your father.
I have, and you know what, my dad, like
You get what I'm
he's
saying?
hurt me, and he wasn't the best person. But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to see what people, everybody's going through
So
something.
you
Well, I would tell
get
you.
what
I
I'm
would tell
saying?
everybody this right here. So how a woman's gonna act, right? It's gonna be based off her father. This is the only basis. There's no other basis, and that means her childhood. So
Yeah. I think everyone acts with their childhood. Though.
no, I know.
Just the
but
way
I-
you're talking,
we're-
it kind of made it
No,
seem
no,
that like
no.
not-
Hear
you know
this
what I'm
though. A woman. We're talking about a woman specifically.
saying? That's what, well,
Well,
'cause I
A
didn't
because-
have
woman, a
pops.
woman's gonna
that's
act
what I'm
based
saying.
off of her childhood. So if she had a father
Yeah.
that was an actual man,
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't
no,
have.
okay.
That, though.
So hear me. I'm about to show you
Yeah.
why.
Mhm.
This is all truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way she will be able to see a real man because that's not what she's seen. And what I mean by
No, that's
seeing
facts. That's facts.
is taught. So this is why beautiful women get with guys and get hurt the whole time,
That's
and they're like,
facts.
why?
And
Because
that's vice versa
you never,
for-
because you never.
For men.
Hold on, listen.
Yeah.
But you never heard that, right?
Yeah.
So just like if your woman doesn't respect you, she never had a father be like, "Hey, sit down." She don't know what that means, right? She doesn't know that a man comes with direction. So if you never seen that, then you will never understand that's
And
a
if
good
you
man.
didn't
there's
have
a
a
point-
woman,
there's-
if you didn't have a mom in your life to teach you how to be caring and nurturing and respectful
Okay.
to your woman, and then that's why
And
I'm
I'm-
telling
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
And
Time
I'm,
out,
no,
no,
no, I
lot
gotta
of-
say this because I've been with women that have both their parents. You get what I'm saying?
But were their parents stable?
No, they're fucking married, 20 plus, all this bullshit. You get what I'm saying? But it's the fact that you can have both parents, you can have all the love, all the caring things. All right, brother, have a good night. It's like when you have both of those parents, and you obviously explained it a lot, and then I look at that, you
You
know,
don't
it's not,
understand
it doesn't
But
understand. You
what
get,
about?
yeah.
I do understand what you're saying because I've seen that too. But I feel like was she raised here?
No,
No,
brother, you
Were
can
they
have
raised
both
here?
parents.
no. She's from Mexico. We could be from Mexico. She could be from
Oh,
anywhere.
are you
It is
saying your girl
different.
had both parents?
Okay,
Yeah,
yes, she had
Okay,
a father
listen,
figure
no,
and a
hear me.
mother figure.
Okay, nigga, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, this is the key point. You guys have to really hear this.
Girl,
The
come
key
here.
point is
Yeah, please.
we're talking about you're talking about you can have a mom and dad. That doesn't mean you have two parents. We're talking about active parents.
Facts.
We're talking about
The
active.
supportive ones,
So you
the
can-
ones
yeah.
that are there to teach you.
That
Not,
are
yes,
full.
yeah, but listen, we
full-timers.
don't. The difference between the little girl and the little boy is, a little boy doesn't need a mom to show him how to be a man,
That's a
right?
fact. That's a
so
fact.
hear me. So
That's right.
so she doesn't, and being a man
Yeah.
means you're going to be a man and you're going to be in charge. And when you have a woman, you will protect her, right?
Yeah.
So that's what will happen. So if he had a father, he's going to be fine. When the female, she can have the best
And
mom.
this-
She can have the best mom in the world.
Yeah, true.
But if
And
she
this
don't
is-
have a father, that's
and
gonna
this
be
is,
so
this
hard
is an
for her.
example of me too, because I grew up with grandparents. I
Yeah.
didn't. My mom
Mhm.
was not there. You know, she was there. You know,
How
I'ma
she
say,
could be.
but you know what I'm saying. Who was in the frontier line?
Grandma.
Was grandma.
Yeah.
And I get the nurturing part and all that, and I didn't get to elaborate like, hey man, I had a grandpa too, but he passed away early. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to see what I want as a man, you know, and I had to learn that.
Yeah, for
As
yourself.
because I didn't want that
Man, this is-
that baby shit. I didn't want that. I didn't want that because I wanted to be a tough guy.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
the
I'm
thing is this right here.
And-
we
and
can
it-
see your childhood.
But it was
right?
like that 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm like in the 50-50 right now.
So
it's
we
like,
can see your childhood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And guys make jokes like, "Oh, your girl's in charge," right?
yeah.
Now check this out. The head of your household was your grandma.
And
That's
that's
why
what I
you're-
looked at. That's why I looked
No,
at
but
it like
no,
that.
here
Yeah,
we
yeah, I
go.
get what you're saying.
So
Because
your
it was.
woman will be in charge unless you change the cycle because you don't see nothing wrong with that. Your grandma's tough. She's strong.
Yeah.
She's putting stuff together.
And
She
that's
makes
where
everything work.
that's where I get confused. That's what I'm gonna say
Can I say
confused
something?
because I wanted to get that father figure in me.
Can I say
That's not
something?
my choice though, you
I
know.
feel like when now that you're out here in the world, you're attracting what you need to grow. Like you literally are attracting women that are seeing that in you and they're taking advantage of that. They're using you.
Yeah.
And then
Facts.
so now it's up
Facts.
to you to, like I said, fix and realize why you are the way you are. Fix it so you can attract people that you want, like people that you need.
Yeah.
You get
That's
what I
right,
mean?
you're right.
And it's
Yeah.
the same thing in different aspects for everybody. You get what I mean?
Yes,
and
I
it
get-
all
I
reflects
hear
on
it
your
all the time.
childhood. And it's like because a lot of the just like how there's bad men, there's also bad women. Like, and even then, I still
Most.
don't blame them because there's like
Most.
no, because like for how you were saying, like men will, like you said, you can have not have a dad or not have a mom and still grow up to be a man and try to protect. But there's also men that
See,
will
but-
protect and like
but don't get me
provide.
wrong.
Hold on, they'll
Go
try
ahead.
protect and provide, but then they'll also be the same ones that will hurt the woman that is there for you 100%. You get what I mean? Like how I was telling you, when you're not honest, like you will have somebody you're protecting her from the outside, but then inside you're destroying her. You get what I mean? Like some
Yeah, but
girls,
yes, I hear you. But this is the thing. Most women who get destroyed is being destroyed from cheating, right? So that I would say that would be majority of
No.
it.
I can tell you, I've been in a relationship where they never cheated on me, as far as
No,
I know.
But look, what you keep doing is you're naming your certain unique situations where you talk about your great grandfather.
No,
That-
I'm talking my personal.
No, I know.
experience.
But hear what I'm saying. You're talking about unique situations. So like when you talk about your dad, oh no, my dad did this.
And I'm-
Oh my,
yeah.
this is one man. Another
No, but
man.
I'm talking
And then-
about my
I know-
relation,
I know what you're
ex-past
saying.
relationship.
I'm not saying that there's no man who don't cheat and don't hurt their woman. I know that they can
Oh.
mentally abuse
Yeah.
you. They can do
Exactly.
a lot of
Emotionally,
things. What I'm
verbally.
saying is, a lot. This is what it comes down to. Really, can you submit to a man?
I feel like yeah,
And
I
wh-
can,
And what will make you submit to a man?
knowing that you can lead.
See, now this is the thing right here. Women have to stop saying, "Oh, I'll submit to a man who's actually a man who's a good leader."
Well, because how
Yeah.
you
That
want me to
doesn't
submit
have
to
any
somebody that doesn't
conclu-
have
The
no
reason
idea?
the reason why I say that is because women who say that are with they're already with men, right?
Mhm.
It's usually not a single woman who says that statement.
But I am
Because
single.
no, you are single, but what I'm saying is you're saying that because what you've been in before, right? The relationships.
I've said that my whole life.
Okay, so but the thing is right here. Usually when you ask usually it's like, hey, why are you not submitting to him, right? Because God, that's the argument now. But we're at the point where we're fighting, and the men are saying, hey, I need you to listen, I need you to submit, and women say, well, I need you to actually love me and make me feel loved.
I get what you're
So-
saying.
so I wanna know-
Bumping head- I
So
see what
so
you're saying.
that's how we're bumping heads. That's the main argument. We can go into little individual things, but
That's
that's the
the
main
youth right
argument.
now.
No,
too.
that makes sense. Oh, it makes
So
a
so
whole
the
lot of
thing
sense,
is
yeah.
right here, it's like women are saying, well, let's say you guys are together, and you're like, well, he's like, man, she don't listen, and she's like, well, I don't think he's a good leader. I don't think he's. So why are you not with a good leader?
Yeah.
If once you pick and choose to be with a man, you're saying, hey, I am under your authority. You are my
Yes,
leader.
Yes.
It's
And
just
that's
like
why
if-
I've removed myself. No, I feel
Facts.
you, and that's
So-
why I've
so
removed
a
A lot
myself.
of women
when I
been
think
hurt
I
with
don't.
that situation.
And then a lot of women need to understand this. Let's say you have a man. Can you press that? The low power. Let's say you have a man who's not a good leader, right?
Yeah.
He tries at least. Say that.
A lot of women try to fix it and make him a good leader.
Which is
But the
not
thing
okay.
is how you make a man is you allow him to be a man in situations.
Can
so
I tell you
so
what?
when
I
you don't pay a bill, you have
We're
to.
gonna repeat
you
that.
have to
Allow the women.
The man.
Say it
allow
again?
the
Say it
man
again.
to be a man. So
Yeah.
one example is, let's say you know what, he always be late on the bills, and
Yeah.
let's say you always end up paying it.
Yeah.
Now, what you need to do is stop paying it because you keep taking away his job title. So what you need to do is he needs to see that eviction notice,
to get-
and he needs to maybe
Suffer.
see you guys get evicted, and then he'll see that defeat. Because if you're a real man, you never want to see your family defeated.
No, that makes
That's
sense.
where that
And then-
protection.
and then-
say.
Because that's where I
Yeah.
messed up too.
And then
I
the
can see
and then
that.
this
That's
is
where it
then
comes
this
from.
thing right here. This
That's
is
where women
important
come
too.
from, though.
Yes.
Women have to understand
No. that's
that
fine.
there's no man in the world
No man.
that feels good about his woman not
Paying.
feeling good. No,
Oh.
not feeling
True,
good.
man.
No, some men don't care if you pay,
Oh.
but no,
No.
man wants to sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know what, my woman's not happy with me. Because
Oh.
a true man is a leader, a conqueror. I
Gonna
want
make you happy.
I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
I want my
We'll
That's
woman
what
find a
to
makes
be
y'all
happy.
feel like a man, like the fact that
Exactly,
Yes.
but
really,
most women
Shut it down.
most
Yeah.
women want their relationship to work, but they don't want to treat their man like Superman. Your man should be treated like Superman.
God
He
of
should
all
be the-
godlies.
Your man should be the highest on the pedestal because when you do that,
Top of the
you
food
put
chain.
your man on a different level, right?
No,
Your
that
man's on a
makes
different
sense.
level. When you sit here, a man can get sex anywhere, so you're not gonna do it by your sex,
Fuck the couch.
right?
Remember
Of
that?
course, it's not that.
A man,
It's
a
not
man.
that for sure.
If you
That's
if you
other
stress your
people.
man out, he can get stressed anywhere. The
Mm-hmm.
thing is, as a woman, your job title for your man is to be his peace. When he's at
Oof.
peace
Facts.
with you,
Yeah.
You hear that word? The peace.
when he's
No,
at
that's
peace with
facts.
you, he will treat you way different. It'll be on a
Queen.
different level, and
Yeah,
you will
that makes
understand it. No matter what
Yeah.
any woman says.
And-
I
I'm
feel like
talking,
I
and I'm
understand.
not
And this
talking,
is an example.
and I'm
This
not
is an
talking about
example,
a,
too. Yeah,
I'm
an
not
example.
talking about a little boy.
No.
No, yeah.
See, we the difference between saying a
Yeah.
boy and a male. A man, a
And
man,
you'll see
then-
that.
And when you
in
look
little
at
things.
when you
Yeah.
look at a man is going to be stern. You don't want a man who's too polite.
That is facts.
Oof.
That I do understand that, but I feel like, look, everything that we're saying, I feel like it helps a lot of people because I feel like a lot of men can
Mhm.
really relate to what you guys are talking about,
Mhm.
and even myself, I'm the type of person that I can hold myself accountable and I could listen. I don't think I'm right.
It
with
brings me back
everything.
to like you
I'm
thinking
gonna
like a man.
learn, you know, I can sit and put myself in you guys' position and I can understand, I can learn from my mistakes. I'm learning from something that you guys are
That's
telling me right
good.
now, you know? But I also feel like a lot of the things that like we're dealing with, if we were to sit down and I swear on everything, if you sit down with your partner and read the word and read the Bible, it will fix so many problems.
No, for sure.
Because we sit here and we say that we love God and that we
I
follow God,
agree.
but a lot of us, we don't even know what's in. We only know we only pick and choose what we read from, what we know in the Bible.
And-
But if you were to sit down with your partner and read the Bible together, or have a time where you are living by the Word, then it would literally help both aspects to where it could bring you a good relationship.
And I was gonna bring back an example of like, say, we're bringing back the respect, the women giving the men the respect they want.
But
You
the
get-
Bible
you get-
says
okay, I
that.
know,
The Bible
yeah,
says
exactly.
submit.
What
The
I'm bringing.
Bible
It's,
says
it's the
this.
Bible. It's the Bible. It's the
Mhm.
bringing back the respect. And I'm gonna give you just a little example because I've heard it millions of times.
Mhm.
And there's men out here that will just mute you
Yeah.
and shut you. Just don't talk to me
Yeah.
and find respect somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Of course.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because and like a key point is like when I want to, like Will said, I will find that peace.
Mm-hmm.
I want to come home peaceful. I've been stressed all day. I've been at home. I've been at work all day. I've been told too many people I've been talking to. There's my anxiety right there. Say that.
Yeah.
I want to come home to quietness. I want to come home to being relaxed. I want to come home to being, hey, I want great food. I want to be, forgive me,
Nurture-
Father.
yeah.
This is what I want to stay at home and be relaxed. If I can't get that, guess what I'm going to do to you?
No.
Mute the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Because I can't get that respect from you that I want. I'm going to get on the fucking video game and I'm going to get respect there.
But see, this I understand that 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're trying to be in a partnership, you have to meet both ends.
Oh, no.
So
And
it
we do
doesn't-
that once
hold
we
on.
enter the fucking door.
No, but this one.
Honest to God.
No, but it doesn't. No, because
Literally.
you do that.
The
because-
energy.
Yes, but then it's like you do. It's not about. You can give it, but it's about maintaining it. Like what comes with
Okay.
when all the problems start arising from both sides.
Okay.
Not just you guys.
Okay, so
from
you
our
can give
side
me an
too.
example
Okay,
of
no,
your
he-
man coming into the door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what's the first things he says to you?
I mean, if
Just
when,
give me an
when
example.
I did, I would literally be like, "Hey, welcome home." Like I'll give him a kiss. I'll.
Okay,
Food
but
is
that's
ready.
you. I'm talking about the
Food
men.
is ready.
I'm talking about a man when he comes in that front door.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first thing the man always tells you?
He just tells me, "What's up, babe? Like, how's your day? Like, you know, my work.
Okay, there
work
it
was
is.
like this. My day was like this. I
This
tell
is a
him how my
neutral
day
based
is.
tone as I'm coming in my household.
Yeah,
I'm not coming in up here explosive. I'm not coming
course, 'cause that's
impulsive.
supposed
I'm
to be
coming
your
in a
home.
neutral based tone.
that's supposed to be your home.
Exactly,
Your peace.
okay.
Yeah, both.
But then
What?
you got, what do you think?
Oh.
What's
see.
the snottiness?
Brother, let me tell you
get-
this.
And that's great. That's great. It's cool.
Uh-huh.
Though. You get that though sometimes. So a lot of people and most men, I'm gonna say most men get that disrespect off the rip,
It should
and
never
that
happen.
it should never happen.
But let's
Yeah.
hear this.
No,
So
I
listen,
feel what you're saying.
this is what it comes down to. This right here, women fall out of love with guys,
And quick. you know?
and it can happen quick
Yeah.
because women like new things. So if you're not
Mhm.
making her feel new, it's gonna be tough. Now the reason why she falls out of love with you because she lost respect for you.
Well, can I tell you? Okay,
Mm-hmm. No,
pause, because
yeah.
this is actually dope. Because I feel like, okay, with me, I can give you as an example. Like, I always told myself, like, respect to each other for over everything, right? Love over everything. So I would always say, like, okay, like, receive you with what my part is, which is, you know, making sure you're okay. How was your day?
It's just your
I got your
spiritual side,
food. I got your food. I got this. No, it's just me because of God, because of what this is what I want back, you know? But then, if I had a problem, I'm not going to make your day worse. I'm going to be like, you know what, but can we talk about this real quick, though? Because I'm not really liking this. Like, this is the problem. Like, I don't like this. Can we talk
Yes.
about how are we going to fix this? It's me and you against the issue.
And it's a struggle for
And a
most
lot of
women
people
though.
don't
Uh-huh.
do that, though. I know a lot of women don't
You have a
that.
great mindset.
Yeah, I
You
know.
do, you
but
do.
because that's what I'm telling you, because of God, though. Because you have to be very strong minded and you have to be
Hey.
very, like, vulnerable to the point where, like, I'm going to put my feelings to the side and I'm not about. Because I know if I come at you, like,
There's tough women
I'm going
out
to be
there.
rude to you,
There's
I'm going to
tough
be
women.
fucked up to you because you didn't meet my standards. And then it's like, you're just creating more problems. We're both just at, like, we're not
You're not
gonna
getting to the
talk
point.
about the problems like partners. We're gonna be, it's you versus me now. So, like, you know, and then we're just gonna be bumping heads. But then with me, for example, when I did that, like, let's say I did my part for months. I kept talking about it. I kept pulling it to the side, like, okay, look, like, can we figure this out, or what, blah blah blah. And things don't change. So that's when I feel
That's
like
when
when I start falling out of love, I start losing respect for you because if I
Okay,
could,
but
if I
you
could,
just contradicted yourself a little bit
No,
because
but
you
I'm
said
telling
you're
you
the one that
months.
said, you get what you're saying,
Uh-huh.
right? You said that you initiate that.
Initiate
you
what?
like when you like, hey, how you doing? How was your
Yeah.
day? But you're saying yourself,
yeah,
you can do that. You
Yes.
have the ability to do that.
yes.
A lot of women don't.
Yes. of
But
course.
you just said you held it in.
What do you mean?
Like
what-
you were keeping it like it was a tally mark.
No.
Yes,
no.
you just had
No,
that in your
no, no,
set.
no.
You said I took it for months,
Yes,
and I
but-
held it without saying something about it.
No, I didn't.
go-
No, I talked about it. I expressed my
Okay, so
emotions.
you said it
All
in the beginning right away.
Yes, right when it
Okay.
arrives, like
That's what we
this is
need to
the
hear.
issue. Like
That's what we
I
need to
literally
hear.
have been bringing it up, trying to find a
That's-
solution, right?
Yes.
This is what you deserve as a like for your partner, right?
Yes, that's
you deserve
just.
that. You deserve to come home and have peace. You deserve to have what you're like.
And you
my
believe in
part,
that?
I do very much
That's
so.
great.
But
That
then
is
it's
great.
like, and then after, also you're like just like how I'm bringing up the problems from when they pop up, right? We're supposed to work as a team to fix that.
Okay.
Right? And if you keep dismissing that
Yeah.
and not caring about what is making me feel upset or making what I feel uncomfortable with, then that
Is that
becomes
embarrassing? All
disrespect.
the extra stuff.
No, no.
We should go to the Bible on this one.
Oh, what
So
part?
on this one, you keep doing the right thing as a woman, and he's not changing. So when we get into, I believe it's Proverbs 31,
Yeah.
maybe Proverbs 30.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
saying,
say one too.
it's saying that you should love.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna use God. Let's
Unconditionally.
no. Let's say you love God, right?
Yeah.
And let's say your man doesn't believe in God, right?
Right.
It doesn't say to leave him.
It doesn't. It doesn't. God
It's-
says to
it's-
stay.
believe
It says,
science.
listen,
and
it says you should love God so much
Mm-hmm.
that no matter what he does, you keep your behavior the same. And you love
Okay.
your love is so strong that one day eventually he will see it and he will turn.
Okay, yes, and that's facts. Cause look, my last relationship, I literally started noticing. I started instead of fighting with him and trying to get through his flesh, I should start praying for him. I should start talking to God to get through him, right?
Uplift the
'cause
brother.
exactly. I started
That's
doing
what we're
that,
talking about.
right? But then it's like how I'm telling you. If eventually also that does say that, so I played my part,
Okay,
right?
but look-
eventually, hold on, it got to the point where his behavior started changing my person. The way that I believe in God, the way that everything that I was doing right, it started getting in the way because now my flesh, like I started getting mad, I started getting angry, I started getting upset. It started ruining the good side that I had for myself to give to somebody. So then now it's like, okay, like this also says in the Bible that if you're with somebody that like is getting you away from the word, to also you can't be with that person. God is not gonna send you somebody that is gonna put you through that. You get what I'm saying? So then that's when you need to cut them off because you can't.
Does that
you
cut
know?
them off
It-
yourself,
it-
right?
it- yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
not.
okay, I
I'm
get it.
still gonna tell you. I really hope that you learn from this, and I really hope that I still
Mm,
love you.
so
I
you're
still,
men's.
I
It's
still
like a men's.
love. I still have love
men's
for
is
you.
great.
So if it was your husband, you would do the same?
No, because that's why. Look, I was engaged, right?
If it was your husband, would you do the same?
What, like leave?
Yeah.
No. If I'm married,
That's a
I already
commitment.
signed up for it, so I have to figure
Okay,
it out
got
one
you,
way
got
or
you.
another.
You gotta adjust to it.
But
You're saying.
right, I have to figure it out. Now this is me and God. This is me and God.
It
now.
comes down, you know. So it comes down to this right here.
Mhm.
Men are saying their piece, women are saying their piece. We're going back and forth. A lot of women say, "Oh, you know, we got to both come to agreement." We can't both come to agreement.
Fair
That
enough.
we have to understand this. That we could not both come to agreement. When it comes to relationship, the person who has the power in the relationship is the man. Absolutely. When
Yes.
it comes to sex, the person who has the power is a woman. So if the woman want to be in the relationship, because they do,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
dudes will. If females like, you know what, I just want to see everybody have sex with everybody, just stay open. Dudes are gonna be cool,
Yeah.
Huh.
but females are gonna eventually start getting
Jealous.
tied
Yeah,
to
of
guys,
course.
right?
Yeah.
So if the woman wants a relationship, she has to be the one who's adapting. Eve came for who? Adam. Woman was made for man.
Talk about Lilith.
The whole glory
Oh,
of the man's purpose on earth is to glorify God.
Mm-hmm.
The woman's purpose on earth, literally in Genesis,
Yeah.
is to glorify her man, her
Yeah.
husband.
Uh-huh.
Because when she does that, she will glorify God
And
by
that's
doing
how you'll
that.
find the righteous
So,
man, too.
so if women don't stop, or if women keep up what they're keeping up,
Yeah.
they're never going to be happy. So we have this fight, but women are so powerful now, so strong.
They don't see it.
Like
We
in,
rule the
in,
world, literally.
in their own eyes,
Yeah.
They don't see
is
it.
that they're not seeing that, hey, if I don't act this way, I'm never going to be happy. Because when you act a certain way and when you submit to your man,
And they're
and
gonna
when you're
say that
when you
all
do
the
that
time.
in a happy way, you're gonna unlock your happiness. That's what's gonna make you're gonna get another man. When
Yeah.
your man sees, oh, she's doing
You're
whatever,
gonna hear it all the time.
and not just getting ran
I don't need
over,
that motherfucker.
but when you're here. So it's like when I see you, and I see you being my peace, and I see your behavior staying the same. A man is gonna eventually see that. And we're and I keep reiterating that I'm talking about a man. I'm not talking about somebody
A little ass boy or something.
sitting here doing all these extra
Maybe
things.
so, because I feel like, okay, I get what you're saying. But
And it's like you have to. For me, I always remain who I am. So I've been me since day one. And then women say they want a man, but a man's going to be in charge.
well, can I
Are
say
you
something though?
willing?
I feel like after everything we talked about, I feel like it would be so dope if we were to get in these podcasts and, like, for example, you had this topic about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to read the Bible in certain areas and then go
Mhm.
off of that, learn from it, everybody see like what they learn from it, and then also then talk about some topics.
That would be a great idea.
You feel me?
But-
I feel like that would be dope
but
because hold on, because a lot of the world needs that because, like I said, everything else that is in society, whether it's music, it glorifies the total opposite of it. Women are like, now they're starting to be more like, okay, like they trying to fuck
Or is
everybody.
it-
Guys, like it's so easy, like just be naked, this and that. Men is like fuck a bitch, pass it to the clique.
And there's this other thing. Could it just be easier to say, you can tell them,
What do you mean?
like how women manipulate each other
Yeah.
into thinking something
Mm-hmm.
that shouldn't be that way? Can you just reverse that? You know what I'm saying? Just
What do
like,
you mean?
hey, you shouldn't
Yeah,
be that way.
yeah,
You
I
shouldn't be
do.
that way to your man.
But
Because
you know-
women are
no.
gonna listen to women. They're not
No.
gonna listen to us.
You know how it should be.
You
though?
get what I'm saying?
You know how it's gonna be by example. Because maybe I'm not gonna
And it
sit
starts
there.
with-
I'm not gonna sit there and tell my girl, no, don't do that, because.
But
I,
y'all have.
But look, but you. What
He
you what
fucked
we need to
up.
do. No, I know, but we've all fucked up. We're all sinners. We've all done something
But
bad.
it
I
also-
can't sit
it
here.
also-
Hold on. I
but it
can't sit
also
here. Hold on. I can't sit here and
Only
tell
takes
my friend,
one person to tell you.
But listen,
You
listen,
fucked up.
Not
That's not.
always.
That's not gonna
no,
work.
Not
What
always.
she's saying is
I'm
she's
just
what
saying.
she's saying
It
is
was
she's-
just a thing.
I know,
It
but-
was just a.
No.
It was just a thing.
But listen,
If
what
I-
she's saying, if she's my woman, right, and let's say her friend is just having a problem,
Yeah.
when I call her, I'm like, hey man, get home. Oh yeah, hey, I
Oh,
gotta go.
yeah.
I'll be there right now. And she's gonna be like, damn girl, why you do that?
And then she sees
because he's my
the
husband.
relationship
So she's gonna start
flourishing.
saying that.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
That's why a
some
lot
things
of-
on that,
that's
but
why
some
old-
women, their homegirls will.
But listen
You're gonna
to this.
take
That's
that
why
from
older-
my
older-
motherfucker.
listen,
Can I
Like,
say-
I get what you're saying.
We need to start glorifying people who are doing the right thing. Like, for example, if we have a podcast like this, so like, let's say people like us, we're sitting here doing the right thing, sitting here listening, sitting here exchanging knowledge and going off of the right thing, right? Instead of glorifying women that are out there twerking, doing all these bad things that are going,
Not
that
valuing.
are literally, taking the value away from us as individuals, then like, people are gonna start following. We need to glorify this. We need to glorify understanding each other, hearing each other out,
And it
learning
starts
from it,
with one
growing.
podcast.
Exactly. And that's what I feel like that's what it's really about. That's why I wanted to start my podcast, because I'm like, I want to show people the difference. Like, yeah, now I changed my life, and now look, now I'm attracting
And now-
different.
and
Now,
now
I'm
you
attracting
see-
better. Now I'm living happier. I get more respect. I get more love. Now my things are going my
They're
way. 'cause
falling
you're
into
doing
place,
it the right way.
Right?
Exactly.
They're falling into place because you're starting to realize what these men are going through,
Exactly.
and you
exactly.
you
I
observe
understand it.
you observe them so well that it's crazy because some women don't,
Yeah.
but most women I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
and you bringing up the Bible is great.
Mhm.
Some people are not gonna respect that either, like
Yeah,
you
I
said,
understand that too.
and
but
there's just like you're
Everybody has
like
different-
Lex when she was here, way different conversations with her,
yeah.
All right,
and but she still has to find herself as a young woman.
Exactly, but
So.
with me, I don't think I'm never gonna push God on anybody. But I'm just saying, because we all sat here and said that you guys all love God, that's why I felt comfortable enough to bring up the Bible. Because
Yeah.
if you guys are saying then I feel like the Bible has helped me.
I'm a
It's-
son of God.
and it's put me in a place where like, oh, you were wrong. I'm not saying I was right. I'm not sitting here saying now because I understand things more. It's helped me to understand y'all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
and then
me,
maybe it'll help
I had this
understand
thing,
All
I
right,
understand.
hey, look, we got to
I'm
end, so we're gonna
communicating.
do this
Go
right
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
We're gonna give everybody 15 seconds to say your last point. Ozzy, go ahead, last point.
Well, I'm gonna end it with a proverb too that I read when I was locked up. It's like every how does it go? It goes every fool has a folly, and every dog returns to his vomit. It just stuck to my head because it's like if you're gonna keep repeating this shit, it's just never gonna work.
Got you. All right, Queen Lonnie.
My final input in this would be, I think we all can learn something from each other. Everybody has their own perspective in life. You know, like we've all lived through different things. We could all learn from each other. And I feel like until we all take accountability and want to sit here and listen and grow from it, you know, I feel like then that's the only way to grow and to get closer to being happier and living in the way that we want to live.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is this right here. A lot of people ain't gonna like it. If we want to make the relationships work, women are gonna have to do more of adapting to these men. Because if you're not, then dudes
I
are
think
not gonna
both.
care. We can say I think both, but
She knows what
it's
she
not
thinks.
gonna. What you know? What's crazy?
Mm.
I'm the only person who had 15 seconds interrupted.
My bad.
Sorry, my bad.
Damn.
Excuse
See,
yours. Oh, my bad.
see,
Okay, go ahead.
and that's what
I
happens.
So,
I was
that's
trying to
yourself.
defend him.
And that's what happens. So for me, it's like, if you truly want to make your relationship work, then you're going to have to do things that your man likes. Not what you like, but what your man likes. It goes back to middle school. When you like someone, you do things that they like. Just like if they like you, they should do things that you like. But that's what it comes down to. We're trying to have a peace. We're trying to end the war. We appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
She got it.
All right.
Much love.